Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Reality with Diva D. How you doing? And this is going to be my episode recap of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 14. Let's get right on into it. So the episode opens up, and we are on day 2 of the reset, and we are in Grenada. Why do I keep saying Grenada when we say Grenada in the South? Something about that word Grenada is making me sad about that area where they at. But anyway, so lit Brit, right? She's still lit from the night before, and she's can't handle her liquor. So she goes, shots are for college girls, not for wives. And you know, some of us are married. And I was like, girl, we don't even know if you married. So here we go. Angela calls Charles. She gets no response. Phaedra still is dissing Kelly. She's like, oh, that little garden gnome is so loud and so rude and so nasty. But so are you. So it's time to split the groups up in twos. So Phaedra, she just can't help to talk about, she's talking about everybody, and she talks about Drew. Y'all, I am so sick of her. So then they get to talk about Kelly, and she was like, you know what? You know, she made that face, right? I would be doing the face, and you could see me doing the face. But she talks about how, Phaedra talks about how Kelly passes the crystal around, and then when Britt gets the crystal, because she wants to be cool with Britt, she talks about Apollo. Well, Phaedra, again, I'm going to say, a lot of people feel like it's necessary to let you know about Mr. Two Marriages and New Knowledge of Fun, because of the simple fact that how you showing your ass on Married to Medicine. You bring him on the reunion, let me remind you, and then you have a fit when he goes down to the sandbar. So maybe she was giving your dumb ass a heads up. Did I call her dumb ass? Well, you know, that's not one of the things that she's known for, but in this case right here. So SHAMEA'S like, well, girl, let's get off this topic. What we really want to talk about is black. Now you want to talk about black because you want to back up your little girl or whatever. But, you know, they can't help but bring up about the donations. Let's talk about the donations and how I really feel about the donations. I do really feel like Britt came out looking sad with the donations. Because everybody agreed that, you know, if with this type of money, I said that. What is it, about 10 girls? In my last review, I think I said they should have at least given collectively at least $10,000. That's what it is. Portia says, well, you know, at least I can say this. I think me and the girls are getting along well, and me and Drew have sort of made up. But she does need to apologize for calling Shamea a lapdog. Because she's trying to say that Shamea is lesser than me. No, she ain't trying to say that. The world can see that. So Shamea says, well, in confessional, of course, not in Drew's face, I'd rather be a lapdog than unknown. Because everybody that I see around the Atlanta area say they don't know Drew. Well, they might know you over Drew locally. But the same Drew that you're saying that you don't know, she was in that movie Sorority Sisters, which was good. She's been in several Lifetime movies recently. We're not going to go back on the TLC tip like everybody else did in the videos. I'm not going to go back to the game like everybody else did. We've been over there. Let's go to her recent shit. She was in your girl's movie, The Past, and a quite decent movie at that. She has a TV show. Let's keep it real. She's not doing bad, girl. And then her album. Let's not forget her album. Her album right now is doing well because Drew can sing. And again, to me, she sings better than you. So I'm trying to figure out where is the damn dissing of her career. None of you have any room to diss each other's career on this tip because, hello, y'all on the same show. And Drew just might be getting, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 year housewife salary. She ain't doing bad. So she got multiple things going on. She has a TV show on Bounce. She has her album. Let's go to recent stuff. Let's do the recent stuff. Let's stop going back to the game where she played herself. Can you go on a movie and play yourself? Were you in the past for like a little hot second? So you know who the star was in the past, right? Child. Yeah, she was in the past. I want to say she was like what was she like? She was trying to flirt with the husband. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Now where was I? So once again, Phaedra is dissing Drew's outfit, and then Phaedra goes on to talk about how she had some good times with Charles, and Charles was well known in the community, and but she never knew that he was married. Maybe because he was forgettable. But let me just say this: I mean that Angela was forgettable. Angela, you don't have to prove anything to anybody. You stop showing them damn little pictures of you and Charles together. Because we know by Wendy Williams that you guys were married. You remember the Wendy Williams controversy? We know that about the baby and how that came all about. But I don't think, they're going to get along good. I think she had all intentions of being cool with Phaedra. But after she seen those confessionals, because Phaedra's a confessional gangster. After she saw all those confessionals, she was like, fuck that shit. I'm moving on. I don't have to be friends with nobody who's talking about me in my marriage. So BRIT, Kelly, and Drew, they go to this is the next scene. They go to a cooking class, and child, that food looks so damn good. In the words of the Brooke Ashley and the great Wendy Williams, my mouth was freaking watering. Child. Ooh, I would love to have some Caribbean food right now. Baby girl. Let me see you do your dance. Let me see you twirl. And baby, when I tell you, not only was the food looking good, them dudes who was teaching them how to cook the food was looking like, yeah. So they tell Angela, girl, you can't look. And she said, shit, I ain't blind. I know that's right. So why didn't they have Drew up under the waterfalls with the old heads? Drew ain't new. Hell, hadn't she been there longer than Phaedra? And Cynthia's ass at this point, because Cynthia went on a hiatus as well. Child, I can't make this stuff up. She should have been over there with Portia now, in my opinion. Because which one do y'all think the best? Drop down in the comments and let me know. Do you think molding the food with the fine ass island men, do you think that was better than, being on the waterfalls? And then you still got to eat once you got off under the waterfalls. I'm going to give a solid 5 to the waterfalls, and I'm going to give a solid 3 to the dinner. So I really do feel like they probably would have had more fun at the waterfall. But you know what really pisses me off about this show? Why the fuck they gotta split up? Hell, everybody should have went to the waterfall, and then after the waterfall, everybody should have went to the dinner and cooked with the fine island men. There I go. I saw the problem. Then what's sad is, they didn't get to experience the waterfall unless they did it, at another time. But the girls who did the cooking didn't experience the waterfall. That's not fair. As beautiful as that waterfall was. But anyway, of course, Kelly got the medal, so she holds up a damn black napkin. So they all trying to get up in Drew's business as usual. They ain't got nothing else to do. They ain't got nothing else to talk about. They can talk about how Charles is ignoring old girl on her damn anniversary. Talk about that. Drew says, well, nothing is going on between us. I mean, I'm confused. Why y'all keep bringing this up? That's my friend. I'm still married. right. And y'all know what an asshole Ralph ass is. Come on. He probably used every little thing that he could think of to have this girl out here like she's sleeping with other dudes. When, if she is, just like with Melody, because you know this is Melody Martell part 2. I'm with her on it. Get you some. He getting him some here. I ain't mad at you, girl. You know, I'm about that get back 6, because all these women that I know who laid up and was virginal and never cheated on their husband, and these damn dudes had millions of women during the marriage. Child, bye. I'm all about that get back love. All about it. So Angela says she's no longer beefing with BRIT, and she thinks they're going to be able to get along. But here's BRIT again, coming up with the issues where there aren't any. She doesn't eat pork or beef. Girl, they had plenty of fruits and vegetables out there you could eat. I guess you one of those vegan types that don't eat the meat once it if it's on the same grill. I knew somebody like that. Everywhere we went, it got on my damn nerves. Could I have some plastic silverware, please? Because I know you sometimes cook. Or somebody probably ate off the silverware with meat on it. So can you just bring me the plastic silverware and cook my zucchini? Can you cook my zucchini separately? Now, mind you, this Negro ain't paying for shit. He's a beetle. But he wanted his zucchini cooked on a separate grill. I bet they went back there and was cussing and put that damn zucchini. Did y'all cook this zucchini with the pork? Yeah, he used to do shit like that. I would like some zucchini fries or some cucumber fries. That's all she had to do. But, you know, maybe she saw him cooking it on the same grill and said, no, I'd just rather sit here and complain. But anyway, let's see. I'm reading my notes. Excuse me. So the girls that went to the falls, you know, they were really enjoying themselves. Shamea seemed to think that she got her friendship back on track with Portia, and they all filling up on each other. Girl looking real lesbianic up under that waterfall. But you know, Shamea wanted to wear a one piece, but since her luggage has yet to come en route, she still is not confident in her body, so she's not comfortable wearing a two-piece. She looked nice in it to me. All big birdish and whatnot. If you know, you know. So, Faye Phony says, well, you know what? I think I would probably like Brooke a lot better if she would stop trying so hard. You know, she over here bringing up Apollo, and I ain't got nothing to do with that man. Well, like I said, when are we gonna know if you have an issue with Apollo and Shireen, and when are we gonna know that you don't? So BRIT once again inserts herself, and she's just not feeling the group, and everybody is doing something to BRIT. These things are made up in BRIT's head. Nobody is really studying her like that. But at the same time, she is all confusion as to why people are not inviting her to stuff. I should be invited. I should be included. And see, BRIT, this is why you are not a girl's girl, because you are the one who is having these people bending over backwards trying to figure out a way to make you comfortable. I mean, they accepted you over Kenya. Girl, that was a feat in and of itself. There you go again, creating problems where there aren't any. So Portia in confession, she's like, we don't know you like that. So the best thing to do is talk about Drew again. So they bring up Black again. See, because you know they back together. I mean, the group has forged back together. So they go back and they get ready for the prime minister. And once again, Angela calls Charles. Y'all, when I tell you I have secondhand embarrassment about Charles and Angela, I know that they're together, right? And I know how sometimes basketball players can be, especially when they play. I think he was a center. If he wasn't a center, he was one of the big guys on the team, down under the goal all the time. And might have been a power forward. Whatever the case may be. Those guys lack compassion. Why did he marry this woman? That's all I want to know. He talking about the first couple times she called him. Well, I was busy cooking for your daughter. But at the same time, it's the way you react. Do you miss me? He looking like his damn face all contorted and scrounged up. I'm like, I just want to hit this motherfucker. Are you okay? You know damn well you are on camera and you are certainly embarrassing this woman. This beautiful woman who looks so much better than you and so much more shape than you. You ought to be glad that you have a woman like that on your damn arm. You ignorant ass. Oh, I can't stand Charles now. But you know, I'm never like Charles because like I said, you know, I'm a basketball fan, so I know how he is. But anyway, it's the anniversary, you know. Whoop, whoop. So finally, she goes on to explain, well, Charles, you know, he used to getting a little coop after, you know, and he probably mad. And that's probably why he's so grouchy. Girl, stop coming up with excuses. But anyway, whoop, whoop, shout out to dude from Love Marriage Huntsville. I hadn't heard something about Love Marriage Huntsville so long. I forgot that guy's name. Trisha's husband. That's what I'm gonna call it. But they go ahead and get her a cake, and Shamea starts up with Brooke. Now remember, in the car on the way, they are talking about BRIT behind her back. They're talking about how she didn't give the money for the tissue. And this is the only place where I can kind of agree with BRIT. And I'm not saying because honestly, because Shamea was being passive aggressive, this is her thing. She was saying, you pull up in Rolls Royces and you got Birkin bags and you're coming up to my events with all these things, and then here you are. And so BRIT like catching the hint, like, what? What are you trying to say? You talking about me? In this little sliver right here, I'm on BRIT's side until, well, I think I'm gonna stay on BRIT's side until I just really believe that she should have given more. But this is where I go back to BRIT. We find out that she had a side conversation with SHAMEA'S ass. And Shamea told her she could get what she wanted to get. And y'all stop it. It's not 2 paper towels. She gave her 2 9-roll toilet tissues. Go back and look at my video. That is Cottonelle. They have the 9-roll pack where you get 36 rolls of tissue in the 9-roll pack. I know, I buy it all the time. I told y'all what it was. Look at my video and look at the picture behind it. That's what she brought. Okay? And if somebody tells you that you can just give what you want to give, then $250, I guess, ain't bad. And then Kelly comes in and says, well, now mind you, she's been agreeing with Shamea up to this point. And so BRIT is not liking what her bestie is putting down. Maybe BRIT just does not know how to give. Oh, what she say that for? But child, it's gonna get ugly before it get pretty. So, Shamea told Brit lowered her voice because she was getting aggressive. And she said, you don't tell me how to speak. Now, this is Brit being on her grown woman shit. But at the same time, a lot of what Brit is going through is because she's a little passive aggressive herself. But what makes her so passive aggressive, Brit is like one of those little imps that just be like, I got to belong, I got to put myself, I got to insert myself. Oh, they're not talking to me, I'm not getting attention, I got to get the attention. See, and that's what's causing people to disconnect from her on the show as well. So she jumped in on Portia. I don't feel like I'm supported in this group. I don't get invited to stuff. Well, you had your little sandwich thing. You was invited and you invited people. And you expect these people to feed themselves. So, I mean, and you know Portia's situation. Portia can't film in that house. I know you know it. I know you saw that older dude. So what's she gonna invite you to? Down the Dix without Day house? She sure ain't gonna invite you to that mansion. Baby, it looks like this lady ain't on sidebar. It looks like this lady ain't gonna never get divorced from Simon Gubadia, because baby Simon Gubadia was released back into the community, but on his way to Nigeria. So how is that gonna work? Poor Brit just wants all the validation. Anyway, finally the prime minister come and they decided they were gonna throw out hints at him and find out if he's married and how many kids he have and all that type of stuff. And here go Faye again. Not shady Faye, messy ass Faye in the damn confessionals talking about I certainly believe that Portia would be a better first lady than Drew because the Temu fashions will throw him off. And that's just not going to be a good look for the prime minister. Say what now? So all of Portia's teeth and gator mouth and go naked hair and false booty and all that type of stuff, that's a good look for the prime minister. That's a good look for the prime minister. Child back. The way those prime ministers get fired over there in them Caribbeans. Y'all heard about Lisa Ray husband now. And just people are beginning to think Shine is a little shady, but you ain't heard that from me. Are you ready for my social work experience? So I'm going to give it to you real and raw. I think the nanny is in trouble because she was being protective of the baby. Now, I know the baby has a compromised immune system and everything like that, but it's also very much a thing where you're supposed to, well, you know, it's an age where you start swallowing babies. But also, there's also the thing called SIDS, and you're just not really supposed to have anything in the crib with the baby. So if she was taught from that perspective, then I can see why she didn't have the baby wrapped and swaddled and had blankets in the cribs, because they can get tangled up in those blankets. So I would have to actually see the room and give my social work assessment on there. But if I was going by what the nanny was describing or what Gerald was describing, I'm just going to assume that that's what it was. So Shamea comes in, she's crying, all of them rally around Shamea. Now remember, prior to this, you know, I forgot to tell you that, she got a friend back, Portia. So, she asked Portia to lick and blow in her boot hole. What the hell? What in the entire hell? But anyway, back to this. So they're rallying around, they were giving her a prayer. Next thing I know, here come Brit. Oh, Shamea, we love you, Shamea. And anything you need, we got you, girl. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a shot in your honor and whatever else, because she had been throwing out hints that you don't have to take a shot if you don't want to. You don't have to drag us from taking shots either. But you know that how Shamea was kind of being damn high schoolers trying to get her to take a shot. I'll do a shot in your honor because I love you. We all love you. Don't you understand how much we love you? Oh, we love that baby. And we want that baby to get well. So in the midst of all of this crazy hoe who is suing the network, by the way, decides she want to shake her titties at the moment. Shake her money maker and get naked. Who is, by the way, again, suing the network for sexual harassment. Did she think the cameraman was going to walk out the room while she shook her titties to the moon? So where is the sexual harassment coming from? Because in all actuality, that's reverse sexual harassment. Especially when you get your clothes off your body and you making the rest of the room feel uncomfortable. But ain't nobody trying to sue you. But then again, Bravo is getting just what they deserve. A lot of these women don't do it. I had to ask the women. It's these damn retainers. I didn't. The word is women. I know. So a lot of these women are experiencing things where they feel like they need to fight back. So once I see something that gives sexual harassment, I'm gonna be on Brit's side, but I'm not seeing it right now. Cause every naked situation, you produced it on your own, with the exception of what Kenya did, and according to you, that wasn't you. So all I can say is good luck, girl. And with that, I'm going to close. The episode ends there. And by the way, she likes to drink. Don't get it twisted, because she decided she was gonna drink champagne too. But anyway, I'm gonna close there. Come on in. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell button. You will be notified when I upload a video. And share the video. Why? Because sharing is caring. As I do when I close, I'm gonna chunk them up. Deuces.